That's what I'm talking about. Dude, if your hairs aren't sticking up on your arm, then I don't know if you're alive or not. And if your hairs aren't singed off, then you're probably not barbecuing. Hey, this is Grabbing the Brisket, guys. Thanks for listening.
We appreciate it.
Absolutely. It is
hot as mouthful, James.
That was a 5-star intro right there.
I think James like almost passed out saying that.
It is very hot in here, so if your hairs
need a minute.
If your hairs are sticking up, you might be close to a heat stroke.
Yeah,
it's not a good sign.
Right,
that's true.
Is that a thing? Really?
But
it is.
But I am perspiring, so
that's because
that is a good thing.
So here's the deal: whether it's the AM or the PM, just grab yourself a local alcoholic beverage, crack open the top, and drink one. Let's just get this thing going.
Yes.
I like how you've gone from like pro drinking while driving to like pro AM beers now.
You should be.
You should just always be drinking.
Don't listen to anything he says.
You should. I'm sorry.
Speaking of getting going, I was going to ride my bike over here tonight.
Really?
Yeah. I went out in the garage, grabbed my bike. I couldn't ride it over here. My bike was asleep. It was too tired.
Yeah,
it was too tired.
Too tired.
Oh God.
Too tired.
All fucking bicycles are too tired. It's not even a joke.
Jesus. Wow.
Okay.
A tricycle.
For all the people playing the Grab the Brisket bingo, that's
Tough
the
crowd.
Dad joke right there. Like,
what was the
beer coming out my nose right now?
Like choked up there, like a little. Like
I went to take a drink, I inhaled it, and I got beer coming out of my face, all the orifices in my face.
Like,
it's weird.
What was it, like verklamped or something like that? What's the word where you get all choked up a little bit?
Verklamped?
Verklamped. I'm just making up words.
I don't know.
Hey, let me ask you this. It literally just popped up in my head right now.
Yeah.
You guys have all seen The Abyss, right?
The Abyss,
Yes.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
No.
Yep. You have not seen The Abyss.
Oh, you got to watch
No.
The Abyss.
With the 80s movie where they're down in the sea doing the deep
The ocean.
dive ocean studies.
No,
and you have the aliens or whatever.
It by far, if you watch this movie, Aldan, you're gonna be like, this goes in my top. It's almost a top 10 movie for me.
That good?
You got to watch
It's
it.
that
Yeah.
good.
So there's a portion in the movie where they have to go deep diving. They're running out of oxygen, or actually they. I got to go back and watch it myself. I know they put their suits on, their helmets, and it fills up with water.
But they have a thing they put in there that allows them to breathe water.
It allows them to breathe oxygen
From the water.
From the water.
That's right.
Okay.
And I think this is part of the aliens.
They feel like they're going to drown,
Right.
and they start breathing.
This is part of the aliens type deal that they've like introduced because they're at the bottom of the sea floor. They cannot get up. They're running out of oxygen. They're having a hurricane above them.
No. You're all over the place here. It's a voyage to figure out what's going on, whatever. The guy takes the voyage because he wants to, and then he gets to a point, a pinnacle, where he's like, I'm going to go for it. I'm going off the ledge. He jumps off this ledge and he just free falls forever, right? And now they lose communication, whatever else, and then finally they get it back, and he's like, listen, I'm good. I'm going to stay here. I don't want to. I'm not worried about coming back or anything else. Right?
Right. I think you got to go back and watch that movie again because you are correct in the sense where that does happen.
Screw me.
I feel like I don't know what this movie's about anymore.
Are we going to reel this thing into a point?
I'm not one trying to give the whole synopsis of the movie or whatever. But the point I was trying to bring up is like they put the helmet on, filled up with liquid.
Sound like Jan choking over here?
It almost did. And to breathe in, I was like, how cool it would be is like you just put the helmet on and just like beer. You're just like snapped in. How fucked up would that be? Like, I mean,
the first 30 seconds of just breathing alcohol.
Would you just
and you're like, listen, guys, take the helmet off of me. Seriously. I don't think I can take anymore.
Would you just be stupid inebriated like after like 5 minutes? Of
No,
just,
not even 5 minutes.
Yeah, it wouldn't take that long.
They don't fucking take a helmet for
It's
that
like
to
funneling
happen.
a beer in your ass, James. You're instantly drunk.
Yeah, you know how that goes.
We've all been there, right?
I don't know why that popped up in my head, but yeah, hey, let's carry on.
Okay, Pat Green.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of Pat Green,
Yeah, I was chatting with Pat Green a little bit today.
How's your buddy now?
Okay.
Yeah, we're friends.
not
It's not a
really.
big
Close
deal.
personal friend.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
no big deal. I mean, I messaged him. He messaged me. I messaged him. I haven't heard anything back, but it's fine. We're friends.
He's ghosting you.
I don't know. I think that maybe he's too
Do
busy.
you think once
to be
he
on
saw your
TikTok all the
video,
time.
he was just like, this guy's stalking.
Ooh, he's coming on a little strong.
I don't think so. I think
who's
he's.
this
I can smell his aftershave
I
already.
think he's flattered.
Do you think so?
okay.
Yeah, and if this video's probably been out a week at least by the time
Yeah.
you guys are hearing this, But still go tag him in the video.
I feel like this episode should be called Pat Green and the Abyss.
Oh, that sounds like a cool band name.
Yeah.
Also, I picked the names of the episodes.
Well,
so
who am I? I'm just
right.
I'm the guy that sits in the background, like back in the 30s when they had
Just
these
a dance
shows.
hall dreamer.
Yeah, and it's like you're riding a horse, and somebody in the background was like,
Monty Python.
right. I feel like so that's how they did.
Coconuts.
That's how they did radio shows back in the 30s. There was a big sound effect. They had everybody making the sound effects, right? So they had a whole cast of people.
Right.
You're saying I'm one of those people? You son of a bitch!
Hey,
All right.
You're higher on the fucking ladder than I am.
What does that say about us then? We're both just
Aldan's not even on the ladder.
That's
Yeah.
right.
okay.
I'm holding it.
Yeah, he holds the ladder.
All right.
All right, well, hey, let's move on. I do like the birds chirping in the background. It's almost like we're sitting in the middle of the woods right now, just doing our podcast. So hey,
It's nice.
definitely appreciate the ambiance. So not really a ton of cooking this weekend. John has been super busy doing tile work.
That's true. I've been tiling my ass off, and I've been working every weekend, so I feel like I haven't cooked in a month.
I know it's been a while, so we're definitely gonna have a lot
That's not
more.
true. We did the.
We did Sunday.
We cooked. We cooked our butts off Sunday.
We did little pork steaks,
Fish.
fish,
Their butts off.
but nothing. We didn't record anything, so you're not going to see it. It was all for our stomachs and eyes only.
Yeah.
Video or it didn't happen.
Exactly. Actually, we did take a couple of pictures or whatever.
We did.
Please send them.
But the biggest thing, and appreciate Jan and John, Aldan. I know Matt came over and snapped over a chalk line. So I appreciate all you guys helping out with the tile work that I had done in my kitchen. Appreciate you guys. Cheers. Boom.
I feel like that old
amazing.
yeah. stovetop commercial, and I helped.
Right.
And I did show back up to help out
He did.
when he was literally laying down the last tile. I was like, "Need a hand?" He's like, "Great timing, Matt."
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're there, if you're present, you were there.
Yeah.
I was there when that last tile went on. That means I was there.
But the biggest thing that came out of this whole thing, and I'll say it and I'll drop it and we'll leave it and we'll move on. But earlier today, Laura came out and she was like, "I really do appreciate John being on his knees for the past 2 weeks."
She did say that.
Damn, John.
Yeah.
And she immediately
Damn.
regretted it saying it. She's like, "Nope, that's not what I said."
Nope. That's all I heard.
Well, this was right after
James was gone. He had to go to work. I had a job to get done, so I finished the job.
I thought you looked awkwardly sweaty for being in an air-conditioned house.
right? And this was right after she said, "Thanks, John. You're the best neighbor on the street."
Yeah, I don't even
She
live on
didn't
the
know
street.
I was there yet.
Yeah. And he don't even live on the street.
I think she
I don't even
knew.
live in the
Neither one of us.
neighborhood.
Yeah. We kid.
Neither one of y'all do. That's funny.
So, yeah, we got a cook-off coming up. I know we
We do.
touched base last week on how our previous cook-off went. Actually, 2 weeks. No, it's
2
coming up
weeks.
next week. We got a cook-off coming up next week. So not next week, 2
2
weeks.
Gonna be fun.
Gonna be awesome, exciting. We learned a lot from our previous cook-off. Hopefully, we can put that towards the next cook-off and maybe do a little bit more winning.
Winning's great.
plan.
I want to win. I want to win. That's the.
That's the goal.
Well, listen, that's anybody competes wants to win, right? But I loved all the content that we got, to be honest with you, and we had people that recognized. We had people that came out.
Yeah.
Think about that for a
Multiple.
minute. People that came out and said, "Listen, I like your podcast. You're going to be there. I'm going to show up." How cool is that? I mean, a big shout out for our
Blazing Star.
Blazing
Blazing
Star.
Star, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
We had
Grill King.
Grill King, Jay.
Grill King Houston. Yeah, Jed.
Yeah. And then the people right down from us was, I think we had tried we had their seasoning to try.
No, we actually
do
we
have
haven't
the
tried
reps
it
here.
yet.
We haven't
Fred.
put it- yeah, Fred.
That's right.
Fred's. We have
Yeah,
not
we haven't
tried
put
it
it to
yet.
use.
How
Yeah.
cool is that? I mean, Blazing Star is like Nevada? Is that right?
Yes.
Arizona.
Arizona.
Are you sure it's
No,
Arizona?
he's Nevada.
No,
He's
Nevada.
right outside of Vegas.
Yeah.
Is he?
Oh yeah, yeah,
I thought-
yeah. That's right.
I thought he was outside
So-
Phoenix.
I mean, I know he was here for a different reason.
It worked out
in this
perfect,
area.
though.
It could not have worked
Yeah,
perfect.
one of his kids was graduating, and
Such a nice guy. And
He is
dude,
cool.
he is so knowledgeable in barbecue and really in the business of trying to marketing is his business. Is what he is. He's a barbecue marketing guru. And really and truthfully, I would employ anybody out there to look this guy up and go and like just reach out to him. If you're having questions about trying to get your own line started for seasonings or trying to get something else going, pick his brain because this guy's probably tried it and done it and whatever else, right?
And his stuff is good.
It's really good.
Sure, yes.
I mean, I really wish we could have had
the Reaper rub that's really taking off, and he's got the Blazing Star sauces that are doing quite well as well.
The only thing I regret with this whole thing is I wish
Check
we'd
it
have had, and we have his sauces here in the garage. We didn't have them out there, and I wish we'd have had him out there just so he could see that, hey, you know, look, we talk about it, but we actually use these sauces. I wish you could have seen that, hey, this stuff's sitting on the counter. You know what I mean? That was my only regret was like, damn, I wish you could have seen that we're actually using this stuff. So a big shout out to that dude. John wants a beer, Aldan.
Beer 30.
Beers, please.
I'll take one more and throw me out.
And our buddy Grow King, he
Grow
went and
King.
picked up a new smoker and still stopped
Dude, you
off
get
with the
this-
smoker in
So
his truck.
Jay goes out and picks up this smoker,
Deal.
which by the way,
It looks badass.
it's an offset cooker. Probably I would say 2.5, 3 foot long on the diameter. The width of the pipe. The diameter could be probably close to 36 inches. No,
Is it about the size of the one on y'all's trailer or no?
it's
No, smaller
almost.
than that.
It's a little bit small, but not much.
It's a backyard mobile.
Yep.
I mean, not mobile. It's heavy. It resembles kind of the Lifetime pits that sit out in front of HB.
Kind of, yes. And he told the guys, like, oh, you know what? I think it had a Texans logo. It had something on there. He goes, actually, I'm a Bears fan. And the guy was like, oh, really? Okay. So he goes over, he cuts out a Bears logo, right, the C, and then he goes and cuts the other one off and welds on the Bears logo and goes, there you go. Seriously.
Holy moly.
He was like,
This guy's a Bears fan?
I know. Yeah, and he's diehard too. But listen, that pit, what he bought, $300.
That's a deal.
Wow.
$300
Yeah.
for that type of welding, that type of
Yeah.
that pit put together. That pit easily was $1,200.
I'll give him $350 right now.
You know what?
$350.
He actually put an order in for a second pit.
Wait, so that guy built it for him for $300?
Yes.
Okay, we need to get in touch with that guy.
Well, it's not for you. It's only for him. This is his hookup.
Right.
No, I want that hookup.
No, you can't have
I
it.
don't think you understand.
You can pay.
I'm reaching out to Jay.
You can pay.
I'm going to bypass this
you can
conversation.
pay Grill King prices, which is $600 to $800. Per
He
pit.
did put out, and I don't know if you saw, he is auctioning that pit off.
Is he?
No, not
Yeah.
that one. It's a different one. It's his old one, right?
Is it the old one?
I think it's his old one he's auctioning off.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
They're both similar, but yeah.
They are similar.
I'm going to bid on it.
I think he was doing like $20 or $25 tickets, and he's only doing like 30 tickets.
I'll buy one.
Oh,
I'll
it's a
reach out.
raffle, not a bid.
Right.
Hey,
okay.
My bad.
Listen, this dude was so I told him, I said, dude, I want to do a cook off with this guy. I want to cook with him because he's so full of energy. He's you tell the passion's there, right? I love that. Also, he's like into every single thing that I'm into. I don't know. We almost became best friends, I think. I don't know. Because he was like fishing. I was like, oh, I love fishing. Oh, let's go.
He's been trying to get us to go fishing.
I wanna
with
go
him.
fishing. Let's go fishing.
He's messaged us multiple times about us going fishing
Yeah,
with him. I want to
like,
go.
Dude, we'll charter. I'll pay for the gas.
No, he has a boat.
I'll buy,
Yeah,
no,
he
look,
wants us to go on
let's
his
fucking
boat
I gotta pay
with
for the
him.
gas. And then the other thing was like he's into drones. I was like, he's like, dude, you can program your drone to fly how you want it to. That means you can cook and do all your stuff, and it'll fly up and do its pattern that you want to do, and hover right over where you want and land. You can capture all that video without having to fly it. I'm like, you can do that. He goes, yeah. I'm like, holy crap, this is great.
That is cool.
I want to
Wow.
fly into the barbecue.
I'm
pit.
just bummed I didn't really get to talk to any of these guys out there. Like I feel like I talked to them all the time
what you-
online, and then I didn't get to see anybody.
They all said, "Where's that? Why John leave? You don't like us?" Or
Well,
what?
I said I was John. I said, I'm John. And he goes, John? I said, yeah. He goes, oh, that's
You're
weird.
so much better looking online.
Yeah. He goes, oh,
And then
you're-
I said, I'm John.
I'm John too.
Nah, he knew. Anyways.
You think they could tell I wasn't
It
John?
was really cool meeting
Appreciate
these
those guys
Yeah.
coming out. Yeah, really do appreciate the love and support.
Absolutely.
So, cook-off coming up, we learned a few things. Learned how not to fuck up ribs because we totally messed up ribs.
Did they taste bad or they just looked awful?
They tasted good.
They tasted good.
It tasted
They
really
tasted
good.
phenomenal.
Yeah, they tasted good.
Tasting-wise, you're like,
So,
whatever.
look
for the
like crap.
backyard barbecuer that wants to make those ribs, because we put that recipe out there pretty much. They're good.
I would say follow the recipe that we put out there.
Oh, because you
Because
heard
I
from that?
freaking deviated from the recipe.
Well, competition's a good time to try something new.
For sure. I used Malcolm Reed's, Malcolm Reed and Heath Ryle's video they did on ribs. I tweaked and used their suggestion, and I used the barbecue butter from Heath Ryle's, and I just washed off all the bark.
James, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was not happy. Let me finish, James.
Well, I was going to say,
I just
practice.
I feel I need to say this.
Practice meat side up, competition. Let's go meat side down.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Steak.
I was really kind of irked with you a little bit because you
Irritated?
were like, you were like, we're going to do this. And I was like, this is not what I want to do. I don't want to do this. And it's my own fault for not battling a little more and saying, hey, we're not doing this.
Yeah, you should have. Yeah.
What was it that
want-
you wanted to do?
Because
I wanted to do face side up. I
Two
wanted to
different
meat side
methods.
up.
We had two different methods here because
And-
you had the Heath Ryle's Malcolm Reed where they put the meat side down with the butter wrap, and then we had the other instruction that we saw,
Well, it's not instruction. It was the Jan and James
Meat side.
method that we just got through doing.
meat side up.
Meat side up, which I
Right.
think was beautiful.
And it turned out
And-
great.
Well, did you
color
change
was
the
phenomenal, Alan.
cooking times at all?
Nope.
Well, that's the problem.
Same.
If you start cooking the meat side down and you're cooking it the same amount of time, you're going to turn them into mush. Right?
No,
It
wasn't
wouldn't-
mush.
it wasn't mush.
It was.
It wasn't?
It was like a gray wash. We gray washed the meat to where
You-
all the seasoning just come out. It looked like a
When
gray
we
piece of meat when
unwrapped-
you flipped it.
It
You're
does
like,
sound good.
When we
that's
unwrapped the
pleasant.
foil and pulled the meat out, all the seasoning just washed off. There was nothing there. It was just like meat. Like white, like you just boiled your ribs.
And it looked that
James,
way
say
the
that
whole
word
time.
again.
Like you just boiled your ribs.
Bold.
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 If you're not from Texas, he said boiled.
We
Yeah.
boiled it. Yeah.
It's not a crawfish bowl.
Yeah. Anyways, listen. That was the one thing, and I actually told Alan this. I was talking to Ice Cold Cookers there. Alan, I said, the one thing I wish I would have said to James was on those ribs was, I don't want to do that. Like, James had free reign on the brisket, and I really felt like, I did not want to do that. And it happened. I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to like get this going. But really and truthfully, I was kind of scared because, hold on, I'll tell you why. I was scared because of saying something, because had I said something and we did what I wanted to and it didn't turn out,
Then it's your
it would have
fault.
been my fault.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And now
Definitely.
the way we did things, the way James wanted to, and I didn't say anything, doesn't really matter because I was the person that didn't say anything.
Okay, so
Right?
both times
Yeah.
we cooked meat side down,
Yeah.
but the difference was we went with the Heath Ryle's butter bath.
Nope. We did not cook both. We did not cook meat side down on a cook here.
We did.
We did not.
No, you didn't.
We did.
100%.
Because you put a meat side up on top of the pineapple and all
That's
that
right.
stuff.
100%.
You're right.
The pineapple went down. Yeah. So
You're still right, James. You're still
he's
wrong,
not
James.
right.
But
He's
but
wrong.
You're
But-
a different
but
kind of
listen,
We learned lessons.
We learned a lesson. We both learned lessons
Correct.
here. And then Aldan was like, I don't even like these ribs. Throw it out. I don't know what you're doing.
Aldan
And
says
then
he don't like it.
Had
then
we listened to
just
Aldan,
trash
we
it.
probably would have done something different. You know what I mean? It's all about having a voice here, James.
Right.
You can't be a dictator.
I don't think he was.
Oh, you should have seen him out there just marching orders.
Like a friggin' tyrannical
Yeah.
government. Just
Me and Aldan were
trying
like,
to,
we didn't know what we're
dictate.
like. We kept picking up stuff. Do you want this? Do you want that? Like, do we work for you? Like, I feel like I work for him.
Need a beer,
all
James?
weekend. Yeah.
I feel like you
Can I-
guys
can I get that-
portray me in a like
Can I
a
get that?
horrible manner. I mean,
Are you starting to perspire?
I wasn't there
You
to
brush your
calm
hair.
James,
Yeah.
so I'll be
Yeah.
there at the next one. Matt
well.
won't.
Yeah, it won't be.
That's all right, man.
yeah,
There's-
let's move off of ribs.
2 out of 3 ain't
we
bad.
did get final
You know?
table on chicken. I think we messed up on chicken a little bit
Did
as
we?
far as
Yeah.
the management of the Weber.
the timetables.
Timetables were a little bit off. They cooked way too hot. And that I'm not trying to throw shade at Thermal Pro,
Well, they're pissing me off.
but their shit didn't act right.
That's right.
Really?
Like the chicken was on for like less than like 45 minutes, and it was already registering like over 165 degrees.
Oh, that's not right.
And then I plugged in the ThermalWorks, and the temperature dropped down to something that was like
135.
Yeah, 135,
Yeah,
120.
that's not
something.
We're ready to pull at that point.
Yeah, because that alarm started going off, and it's like we just put the chicken on like 40, not even 45 minutes. It was like maybe like 35 minutes or something like that.
Well, I do. So I started thinking about this. And listen, for all you backyard grillers and whatever else, you want to cook your chicken hot, no problem, right? For a competition, I think we got to get this thing down to like a 4-pound bird, 3-pound bird, whatever you're cooking. But your fire management has to be on point, right? So it has to be at a point like we're going to cook this at 325 or 300 degrees on a Weber, which is very easy to do. It's very easy to go to 400 as well, right? Like you can get to 400 really quick on Weber. I do think a lower temperature for a steadier temperature, not something. It's still high. It's still high temperature, but not cooking such an extreme amount because it didn't really allow a lot of time for that skin to crispen up or anything else. I think we could have basted that damn thing.
So one problem that we did have is when we were lighting the charcoal, and I have the Weber, what is it, the Pro Touch? I'm not really sure the series, the Weber cart that has the automatic
The starter.
igniting of charcoal, whatever. We left the igniter on.
That's my fault, James. I think.
It's all our fart. We left the
Fart?
It's all of ours. It's all your farts. I didn't fart. You farted.
We're all so stupid. Who said fart?
That's what happened. Hey, listen, guys. Listen. You know, and I know that you would do the same damn thing if somebody else said it. So let's just not play. All right.
That is staying in.
I'm gonna need a minute here.
That should be the F word because that's the one that makes everybody laugh.
Right.
That's so good.
So I rolled over there, and obviously the charcoal is already
Look at
like
this guy.
just grayed up. It's already grayed up, and it's already dropped down a rung in the charcoal basket. I was like, oh shit, this is
It's hot.
it's hot. And so I go to dump the charcoal, and I dump it, and then I close the lid, and a flame shoots out of the bottom. It's like, whoa. I was like, what the fuck's happening here? Excuse the language. And then I was like, I opened the lid, and I can see a flame coming out of the tube where the igniter is in the Weber. I'm like, I turned it off. By that time, the fire is already like 500 degrees. It's like, it's hot.
800-degree pit. Hey, look. Then we go like, let's put chicken on
We got to
it.
put the chicken on.
Let's put chicken.
Hey, it's nobody's fart.
This is true. Nobody's fart.
It's your fart.
Somebody else got to claim that
my
fart.
fart.
Hey, so let me
fart
ask
you.
this. So I've been cooking whole chickens for the past 4 or 5 weeks now. I'm getting it down pretty good. But the one thing I haven't gotten down yet is getting the skin crispy. So should I put it like right on the coals and like let it sit there just for like a minute or something? Or what's something I can do to get that skin crispy on there?
In my opinion,
Fry
you've
it.
got to go with some type of oil. Not oil. All right.
Oh,
Oil.
We got to put some oil on there.
Put some duck fat
on
on
the
there.
skin.
Duck fat.
Or some canola
Some
oil.
duck fat, something.
So
on
like
the
before I
skin
put the
itself.
seasoning on or afterwards?
I would say yes. And then you can
Before.
also spray it down a little bit after you put seasoning on. So one's a binder, like mustard is a binder, whatever else. You can use whatever. But yeah, you can do that, and then you can spray down a little duck fat as it's starting to cook to help that crispen up. But nothing, in my opinion, works better than just putting some flame on it.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say high heat.
Well,
Like,
so I've been cooking it this last time. I've been getting it down to about 350 for the whole hour cook, and I have it indirect off the coals for that whole time. And the meat's coming out super juicy, super tasty, and everything. The skin is just soft, mushy.
It's
Yeah.
cooking too quick.
So maybe
it's cooking too
An
quick.
hour is too quick, you
It's
think?
too fast. Yeah. So maybe you start off with it skin side down,
Okay.
like maybe over the coals, and like almost do like a sear.
Yeah, you can do that. You just got to
Pull
be
it.
careful. You don't want it to get. I mean, if it's for the house, it doesn't really matter if
Yeah.
it gets a little char to it. Obviously, if it's in competition, you don't really want it to look.
But
Well,
you
I've
don't think
also
so?
got like
But-
a really old
But nobody
Weber in
cares.
it.
Like these are backyard cooks judging what you're doing. So think
yeah.
about this for a second.
That's true, but if you have one that's like got little crispy spots, which I would think, oh, that looks good.
I want that
Some
piece.
people are going to be like, they see
burnt.
that, and then they see one just like this perfectly, glazed and whatnot. They're
I
like,
want to say right now
"Oh,
that I
no."
think that people are more forgiving than what you think they are. You need to go judge chicken.
I have judged chicken. I'm pretty sure I judged it with you.
You did.
Yeah.
You did. Actually. We're in Brazoria.
Do it again.
I think you have to key thing is fire management. I think you have to have the fire low enough to where you can put that chicken on. If you go on in the very beginning, skin side down, to where it cooks, but doesn't just like automatically just like freaking sear. super hard because that skin's just going to suck up, boom, like nothing. The next thing you know, you're going to go to flip it over and you're going to cook it indirect. And it's still going to continue to sit there and just suck up and dry up. I mean, you did a good job as far as like trying to caramelize and make that skin crispy or whatever. But I think the biggest key is you have to cook chicken like maybe like 325.
Yeah, 275 at a longer temperature.
So like an hour 15, hour and a half
longer
cook?
time table.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, speaking of chicken, I don't know if you guys recall last week we talked with Chef Authorized, Chef Dearden.
Yes.
Yep.
Without a
Remember
doubt.
he mentioned a few different chicken farmers,
Methods?
I guess.
Correct. Yeah.
The different.
Yeah.
He was like he recommends these. And he asked what brand we use. We were like Pilgrim's Farm.
Pilgrim's Farm.
Yeah.
What do they have at Walmart? Like
Right.
that kind of deal. Well, one of them he mentioned was Pasture Bird.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I reached out to them. They're going to send us a bunch of half chickens to play with and try out, and hopefully, if we like them or whatever, build a
Build a
relationship
rapport with them.
Yeah,
Nice.
and hopefully
love
start
that.
using them in competitions and
So,
whatnot. But
say it
it's supposed to
again,
be
John?
a really good Pasture Bird.
Pasture Bird.
Yeah, go check it out. Hey, shout out to Farmer Paul.
Hey, speaking of Chef
Mike?
Phil
Dearden?
Dearden,
Oh.
he was talking about cooking the chicken to like 160 and pulling it and just letting it kind of come up and just kind of finish cooking
Yep.
on its
I
own.
do that all the time.
So I tried that this last time I did my chicken. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to try that out. Why not? I've been cooking these chickens every week. So I did it. The breast meat, just perfectly, cooked, nice and
The
juicy.
thigh was like
the thigh, I like poked it
130.
and like red juices coming
Really?
out and everything. I was like, I didn't even touch
Kids,
the thigh meat.
y'all can have the
leg,
but
wing,
nobody
breast,
touched that dark
all
meat.
that was fun. Oh, that was super good.
What temperature was the thigh at?
I didn't end up poking
Because
it.
it should have been hotter than the breast.
I think I poked
should have been done.
I
anyway.
poked it
It
when it
is
was
done.
on the pit or when it was on the Weber, and I forget what it was like about 160. But when I pulled it out and looked at it, it was like it had the red juice, like the
you
red
should just
juice of
ate
when
it.
you have an. I probably could have.
You just ate it.
It probably wouldn't have been a big deal, but
It's not a
if,
big deal.
if the breast was done, the rest of it definitely should have been.
It's-
it just
yeah,
it
it's
didn't
fine.
look
Yeah.
like if I was at a competition and I was judging and I
Especially
saw
if
that
it's-
come up, I'd be like,
Yeah.
I'm not eating that.
Right. And that's a big thing, right? You can cook meat to 160 and 165 and turn it in, and somebody can cut into it and go, well, this is not done enough for me. Next, this is a 0.
I mean, it just didn't
So-
look right at the very least.
Gotcha.
Everything else though, super tasty.
Yeah.
Came
We
out
need
great.
to get one of them. What do you call them? A silky?
Silky.
The black chickens?
Oh yeah.
Pretty sure you called them a
Talking about
silky.
Yeah,
Those look cool.
those look
Yeah.
weird.
I don't know where you
Me
get
and
them,
Jan
but they
looked
look
at
cool.
So I
the
did
other
look
night.
these chickens up.
Are they hard to get a hold of?
Demon chickens.
Well, I mean, the meat itself is black. The
Wait,
feathers.
the meat is black?
The meat is black.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
He brought that up.
Yeah,
The meat is black.
So the feathers are black.
Eyeballs
and they'll
are
have
black.
a white tip to them, or they can be white. It's a very cool looking bird, to be honest with you. I do want to cook one of these, and I think it's a little bit gamier than what it would be for a chicken. It's almost like maybe eating like
A little more chickeny?
quail, or eating what's another
Yeah, I think that's what
dove,
Dove.
or
that's what
something.
Durden said, I think.
Yeah, I'm all about. So dove is you're eating that breast, right? With dove, there's nothing else on the damn dove to eat,
Right, great breasts.
right? So, but yeah, I'm all about that.
Get some. We're gonna cook some for Halloween and get some of the Jess Pryles Hardcore Carnivore Black and put that on there and just be having a completely blacked
out chicken.
Yeah.
I love it.
That'd be cool.
Before it's
Dude,
even
this is at a
burnt.
restaurant. We serve
And then burn it.
chicken fried black chicken.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and say this. I'm going to put it out there, and I'm going to trademark it before any of you
I
fools
bet
out
it's
there
delicious.
try to run off and steal my idea. And I'm not talking about you guys fools. We're going to murder out that chicken, right?
Nice.
It's going to be blacked out.
So you're saying murder chicken?
We're not
Or are
murdering
you
chickens.
saying
It's murdered out chicken.
Murdered out means it's all black.
It's not
It's
a
like when you
vehicle.
murder at your vehicle.
And we'll
it's all
deep
black.
fry it.
oh, okay, I got it.
We'll
Yeah.
go not Nashville hot, but we'll go Texas hot.
Texas.
Yeah.
That's that Serrano.
That's hot.
We'll put
That
that
Serrano will mess you
hardcore.
up.
We'll put that hardcore carnivore black in the flour.
Yeah,
Make that
yeah.
batter.
you're not gonna need it, James.
But
Listen,
do you know what we do need?
No,
What
I
we
do
need?
know what we need.
We do need.
dude.
I'm not going to say it twice. I think freaking farts. But if we were to slide into the grabbing the brisket,
beer review. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know, man. I'm excited about this.
I'm excited about this.
This is a special treat for Matt.
Yes, it is.
This is Matt's favorite beer.
I've never had one of these.
Really?
I've never had one. I've seen these in the coolers. I'm like, nope, not drinking that.
So when we say this, we're talking about
tell us what it is.
St. Arnold's Lawnmower beer. And
what kind of beer is a Lawnmower?
I think it's a Kolsch. I'm not exactly sure. They don't even say on here. It's a refreshing outdoor beer.
It's his favorite beer, but he doesn't know what it is.
I thought it was a Kolsch, but I could be wrong.
So St. Arnold, right? They're saying it's the patron saint of brewers here. But I love the can because it's got, first of all, Texas, so think of it as the Texas is the sun in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's just have rays coming out of Texas. I love that. I also love the fact that in the very background there's a dude with a lawnmower mowing his grass.
Yeah, lawnmower.
You know what I mean? He's just a shadowy figure just out there in the hot Texas sun just mowing. And then you bring it in further, you got the patron saint here, and then you've got the pink flamingo, the birdie from badminton, the horseshoe, and a soccer ball. Mm-hmm. I'm like, this is a
summer beer.
This is a summer beer.
You know what else I bet
all
you
their
like,
cans
Jan?
are very similar.
It's no wrap, Jan. That's
no, you know why? Because they're the real deal.
They're the real deal.
Well, okay.
They're not trying to fake it till they make it.
Yeah.
You know
and this is a Kolsch.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I thought it was
4.9% alcohol by volume, 20 IBUs.
I'll tell you something about St. Arnold's. They're not some little a little sellout, right?
Oh, here we go.
They're true to who they are. They're from Texas. They will always be from Texas.
I think they're like the oldest craft brewer.
That's right.
I don't forget. I don't remember
Independently
if it's Texas or Houston, but one of those. They're the oldest one.
Independently owned.
Yep.
They're not playing around. Like plenty of breweries try to buy them out. They're like, no, thank you, we're fine.
And the good thing about this beer,
we make plenty of money.
If you have a hard time finding St. Arnold's where you are, if you do find it, you're probably going to find this one, the Lawnmower. This is their staple one.
Their signature.
If you go to a gas station, they only have one St. Arnold's beer. It's going to be this one.
Yeah. And they did for a while. They did the Weed Whacker, which I know it's not the same beer, but it's
the Weed Whacker,
very identical.
Yeah, I went to the brewery and had the tour. So in the big still that they have, the Lawnmower beer, the stuff at the very bottom of the still, they do that as the Weed Whacker.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's the exact same can too. I think they just cross out Lawnmower and it looks like it's taped on.
Well, it's red. The can's red as well.
Does it taste a lot different? Is it thicker? What is it?
It's like I don't know how to say. It's like more flavor. It's got more of that flavor to it because the bottom of the still and all the sediment and everything went to the bottom.
Maybe they should stir it. I don't know how it works, but
then I wouldn't have the Weed Whacker.
Right.
Speaking of Weed Whacker, never mind. We'll go into that later.
You know what, guys? I just want to try this. I just want to take a drink.
I've already drank
is
most
it
of
okay?
mine. Yeah.
Have you even taken what? I'm already
I've
done.
been waiting.
I'm already done with
Why
this.
are you waiting?
let me ask you this. So I was watching a movie yesterday, or actually a TV series, and they're at a restaurant, and this guy's like, "Hey, try this microbrew." What is microbrew versus craft brew? Is there a difference, or am I
I think
missing
it has
something?
to do with the amount of beer that they produce every year.
Yeah, I think so.
An amount. If you go over a certain amount that you produce, you're no longer a microbrew.
Because I think Sam Adams
they're
is
all
technically
craft
what is it? They're like an independent brewer, but they make so much they're not a microbrew.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think that's it.
Okay.
We're
I'm not
very
gonna lie to you
technical.
right now.
And we know what we're talking about.
I feel so mad at myself right now for not drinking this beer sooner. And again, this is my first time trying this. And I've seen this for years. I've seen this in coolers. I'm like, nope, I'm not drinking that. I'll take this. I'll take that.
it's a green can, so it's kind of a turnoff,
So
right?
It looks hoppy.
It looks,
Just
to me,
looking
that's
at it.
true.
To
Yeah.
me, it appears to be a very hoppy beer.
For sure.
Right. It's
Yeah.
fancy.
And
It is fancy.
This is a great tasting beer, guys.
And by the way, it is best enjoyed when it's really hot outside and you're standing out in the sun drinking this.
I'm going to buy a 6-pack and go mow the grass tomorrow.
Right. This is actually the first craft beer I ever tried.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
In your life.
In my life, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you
There
said
you go.
you, but I just want to make sure. In your entire life.
My entire life.
Okay. Yeah, nice.
Not tomorrow.
You know what's funny is that Aldan, that when you first started this whole journey, this beer journey that you're on right now, that
It's called alcoholism.
well, hey, listen, it is for all of us here, but
That's what I'm saying.
let's just be real about this. Like, there was no way you were going to drink that beer 2 years ago and go,
No,
okay,
it tastes completely different today than it did
this beer to you is
almost
really
3
good.
years ago.
Your
Yeah, it's
palate,
good.
Yeah.
your palate is what it is, right?
His taste buds are
They grew.
they're growing up.
It's like the Grinch. It grew 7 times or 8 times that day. The heart, right? Yeah, I don't know.
Which isn't.
I can almost see your taste buds from here, Alden.
Oh, I know.
It's true. You have enormous taste buds. They're so big.
One of these days they'll develop to like an IPA.
Right?
That's like 5 years down the road, though.
It doesn't
Dang,
matter.
Dad.
It doesn't matter. What
Yeah.
what matters is the only beer he ever drank before that was a Bud Light or a Dos Equis dressed. And then now, like, your
Well, I was Budweiser there for a long time.
Budweiser, yes.
Yeah.
It was before Bud Light, though. But now, like, the amount of beers that you've drank or drunk since then is...
Drunken.
Drunken.
Drank?
Dude, it's hundreds of beers.
Oh,
you've,
hundreds.
You've tasted and gone, you know what? I don't like it. In the very beginning, your scores were low, but I've seen your scores go up.
Oh, for sure.
And now you're like, dude, this is a really good beer. I'm like,
Yeah,
me and Alden are on the same level right now.
And,
This
and we
is great.
and we talk about that all the time. Like if we went back and revisited all the beers that we reviewed,
Yeah.
guarantee you all of our shit would change.
Well, so some of ours would change a little bit, but yours, I think, would change
Oh, they'll
most,
change
drastically
dramatically.
the most.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
Just
sure.
because you weren't drinking any of those beers before.
Right,
So, hey, kudos to you,
So
man.
what do you think of this beer, Alden?
dude. I mean, I like this beer, man.
Remember, you only have 90 seconds.
This is true. This is true. 8.3.
Okay. Very, very good score. I like that. I feel like I need to jump in here real quick because I need to give it even higher score to get you guys to
Matt's
give it an
going to
even
come in
higher
here and
score
set the
too.
bar.
74.
74 out of 10. No.
97 octane.
Funny you mentioned 97. I was going to say 9.7.
Wow.
That's way too high. That's
Yeah,
way
no,
too high.
no, it's
Let's
not.
Let's not be
No,
real.
it's not.
Listen,
There's a reason this is like my favorite go-to.
I
craft
want
beer.
to say a really
It's
high
tasty
score.
beer.
It is.
The problem is I pre-gamed a little bit tonight.
Yeah.
So
And it's
that
my
makes
first
it
time
taste
having
better.
this beer.
Your,
And that-
your brain is addled.
and that's not
Your
gonna
palate's
help.
screwed up.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
not going to
exactly.
help.
If anything, you rank it higher if you're already a little tipsy.
So initially, I want to rank it really high. So I'm going to reel it back a little bit.
No, you go by how it tastes to you right
In the
now.
moment.
I'm a little fucked up right now, so I'm going to have to go a little
Give
bit
us
lower
your,
than
give
what
us
I
your
want
fucked
to.
up score.
It's an 8.7.
Okay.
It's an 8.7 all day
There it
long.
is.
This beer is a really good beer.
It's very good.
You take a drink and you're expecting. First of all, you get a lot of flavor, but you're not getting really anything.
What flavor you getting?
You're not really getting any. It's not the sourness. You're not,
No.
or the bitterness. You're not getting any of that. It's just a very smooth.
Yeah, it's like a perfectly
Drinkable
balanced,
beer. It's
refreshing
really
beer.
good. Yeah,
That's why
it's
it
really
gets a
good.
9.7
There's
and
a
not
little,
an 8.
there's a little citrus or something in there, right?
There is. There's a smidge though.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
What's
It's
the
really good.
alcohol on this?
I think 4,
17%.
4
4
9
something.
or 4 something.
Or
Yeah.
something?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it?
It's just 4.6, 4.4.
Okay.
All right,
Right.
that's my score.
I'll jump right there. I'll just go right in and say 9.0. We're not going to mess around.
9.0.
I think we are messing around. It's like you and your shitty ass.
I feel like you're doing the rookie
all
stores
I
to get
do
the
is-
reaction out of us at this
Yeah,
point.
all I do is half numbers, or whole numbers. It's weird.
It's like you guys know me.
Just you ever had like a cup just like
This is a great beer. This is
Yeah.
a super drinkable beer, but it's full. It's not like a Coors Light or something. It's full of flavor. Like there's a shit ton of flavor in this beer, but
It's
it's
great
still super drinkable. Like people that don't like craft beers will probably still like this beer.
this is gonna be one of our highest rated beers ever right now.
Yeah, I'm not as high as you.
That's because you ain't eating
And
one
what do
of
you
them
mean?
gummies
Wait,
yet.
were you looking at me or
Me
looking
or
at Jan?
Jan?
Either one of you.
You ain't
What?
ate one of them gummies yet. Eat gummy. You be high.
What are you rating
have
this?
some more
I'm about to be
marijuana.
disappointed. What are you doing here?
9.1.
Oh,
Well, you're higher than I.
oh, shoot. Here, I feel like I haven't hyped this beer up enough yet. So, it's like so packed with flavor, but you can like literally drink this like a Coors Light or something. You know what I mean?
It
Like
tastes exactly like a lawnmower.
there's so many craft beers you buy. You're like, ooh, I can only drink one of those or whatever. Like you can't just sit there and like drink them and hanging out.
Yeah.
Like you could just buy a 6-pack of this and just sit there and just drink this like you were drinking a Bud Light or a Coors
Very
Light
drinkable.
Or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Did I happen?
I enjoy it.
It's probably going to be on our top 10
It
list.
better
There.
be. All
It
right.
is.
At least for Kolsch's.
Yeah. I think maybe one day we can revisit our top 10 at least and see where the top 10 would land again.
Right.
Would our top 10 still be where they're
We should do a
positioned at?
video of that.
And we should do it all in one sitting.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
All the
start
top
with the
10s all in
strongest
one
one.
sitting. Yeah.
And video it.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's start with ridiculous AF.
Oh, that sounds great.
And
Let's
then,
do
and
it.
then moved to the what was the other one we had was like right under that or something.
Yeah, we've had quite a few that are very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does this conclude the
Grabbing the brisket.
beer
Wow.
All right.
So we talked a little bit
Alright,
earlier about
alright.
your chicken, and I don't think we mentioned. Make sure your chicken's dry, Matt.
Yes. I'm gonna
So
do
you
that
were
next
saying,
time.
like,
So I was
how to make it crispy?
literally I was taking it directly out of the brine, giving it a good shake, and then laying it down, slicing it in half, and seasoning it.
You were
So-
shaking your chicken.
I gave it a good jostle.
Were you choking your chicken?
That's what I was looking for.
I did not choke it. I just shook it.
Why you
Shaken
getting, why you
chicken.
getting all nervous over there? I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah, but if you dry the skin a little bit better, and I think James said something earlier about using a little baking soda.
I think it was Jan
Baking
that said
powder.
that.
Jan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
baking
that's
powder.
where bacon
Yeah,
powder.
Baking powder.
Yeah, baking powder. That's what I meant.
That helps dry out the skin.
Excuse me?
Well, as I've been doing this chicken, I've been just changing one thing at a time to isolate my
That's how you should
variables.
do it.
So this next time, I'm just going to let it dry out. Try it, see how it is. The next time, I'll do dry out and then add the baking soda or baking
Powder.
powder and see how it comes out. Yeah. Anyway,
Winner,
I
winner.
did what James said. I have my journal now. I have a chicken journal, and I get like dated. And I'm like writing down my notes that I'm doing each one of these. Like,
Chicken journal.
yeah.
I fucking love that. I
Dear
do.
chicken.
Dear chicken.
Dear chicken.
Well,
It's,
hey-
it's been a good fortnight since I've talked to you.
It's been a long, cold winter.
It's been a long, cold winter since I've last felt your warmth breast
I hope
against
to
me.
choke you again soon.
Hey, when I'm pit master of So Rich Barbecue, that thing's gonna be worth some money. It's gonna be some memorabilia.
I love that. Love that.
Can't wait for that.
Okay, fair
It's gonna be
enough.
really
Me-
cool.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
All right, do we have a barbecue fail win?
We do not have a fail.
No fail.
We have a win.
We have
We
a
have a
win.
win.
Let's hear
We have
the
a
All
big,
right.
huge
Let's hear the winner.
winner.
Chicken dinner?
Chicken dinner.
Is it chicken dinner?
Well, might as well. We've been on the chicken theme all
A
night.
little chicken talk going tonight, right?
All right. So first of all, John, who is it from? Because I don't have his name on here.
This win is from Adam McKnight, and he sent this to us on
Adam
Adam
McKnight.
McKnight sent this to us on Facebook.
Facebook. Oh, okay.
There you go,
don't get
Adam.
a whole lot of stuff on
Thank
Facebook,
you,
do
bud.
We get
Appreciate
a
you
bit.
doing this.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Let me share this win with you guys. Okay. So the story starts as I'm a newbie, so been cooking brisket low and slow, waiting for internal temperature. The brisket took longer than I allowed for, and the family was hungry. Went and got them Burger King. My daughter, who's 3 years old, ate her food and was ready for cookies and cream ice cream. At the same time, the brisket was done resting, scooped her a bowl of it, and she started eating. At the same time, the brisket from the cooler started cutting. So he started cutting the brisket from the cooler. I waited for the brisket to be done because it's hands down better than Burger King. Yeah, okay.
Right, yeah. He didn't eat the Burger
agree.
King.
He didn't want to
waited-
eat the Whopper. He's waiting for the brisket he
I'm
cooked.
not spending 15
First mistake
hours
is Burger
cooking-
King. Anyways,
I know.
Why are you going to Burger King?
Cooking your brisket.
Is he in
and-
Texas?
I don't know where
I
he's
wonder.
at.
'cause
Yeah.
there's
He better not
Not a
be.
whole lot of Texans eat Burger King.
We have one like a mile from here, and I think I've been there once.
I don't think I've ever been there. Anyway, I was only going to slice what I was going to eat as my daughter was eating the ice cream. And then she turned around and saw the barbecue and came running over and said, "I want that, Daddy." I couldn't have been more proud at that moment. She ate 3 full slices from the flat, and that's a lot for her already eating her supper, and she was already eating ice cream too. She did help me put the rub on and she does this every time I barbecue something, which is 5 to 6 times a week. She sits on the counter and helps me season or take the fat from me, and I trim it off in the little piles. She's always ready to help me in the kitchen. Barbecue win and parent win, I think. And then he also sent some pictures. I don't know if we can leak these on here. But he's got pictures of her just like scarfing down this brisket.
We don't put those.
Yeah. Didn't he say he said something about the reason he was taking the pictures is because he was actually trying to get her to say something else.
I almost forgot. I only accidentally took pictures of her eating the brisket because I was trying to video her saying grab him in the brisket, because she says that every time she gets in the truck. So love listening to you guys. You definitely help me cook better barbecue, which makes my family happier. Keep it up, boys.
That is awesome.
This.
Yeah.
That's our new mascot right there.
Dude.
A 3-year-old listening to this. You just said shit. She's going to hear this, and you said
I
shit.
don't know if
Give
he
her name?
says what her name
No,
is.
you know what? What is his name?
Adam.
Adam.
So Adam's daughter, phenomenal. She is a new She's
a new mega fan
for us.
She's the new.
But how
mega
great is
fan.
that? So she just ate Burger King. She's scarfing down some cookies and cream ice cream. He pulls out the brisket and goes, "I want that."
Right.
And
She's like,
eats 3 whole
I don't want this
slices.
ice cream.
Yeah.
I choose brisket.
Hey, kudos to him for making some badass freaking brisket as well, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yes, definitely.
So-
That totally erases you going to Burger King. Okay, now it's kind of okay that you went to Burger King.
Like everybody wants to
many-
have Burger King. What the fries or chicken fries?
How many slices of brisket does it take to put a kid to sleep?
Oh,
Probably 3. That's probably, She was probably
3
like,
slices?
I'm so done.
I would give it from
A
the point.
3-year-old?
Give it from the point to really put
That's
him
a
down.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of protein. That's a lot of beef. I mean, what was it? The freaking Tootsie Roll Pop, just like trying to find the center of
two,
the
Three
licks.
licks.
1,
one,
2,
two, and done.
So he
3.
has a bottle of Sucklebusters, because this is brought to you by...
Sucklebusters.
It is
Everybody wants a Sucklebuster.
And also, if you reach out to me, Adam, if you listen to this and reach out to me, which I know you're listening, I will send a shirt to your daughter.
Oh,
A Grabbing a Brisket shirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which one?
Future pitmaster.
The one that just says brisket? It's got to be one of the brisket ones.
Right, yeah. Something pink.
Yeah, pink and brisket.
That's so heartwarming.
It was. That was a good story.
We always do fails. I was like, nah, let's mix a win in.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That is
Keep people-
definitely
keep people
win.
guessing.
I love
Right.
that one.
That was
I love
good.
it. Yeah.
That was pretty cool, man.
And by the way, pick out something good. Get a good seasoning. They're all good, but I'm curious to what are people picking? We never know.
It's a pretty good. No, I know all the ones.
Okay.
It's a
Okay,
good
I'll-
mix.
all right.
Yeah, it's a good mix of stuff.
Nice.
So
All right.
It's very heartwarming. Just lifts you up right there. I love that.
yes,
Yeah.
it makes me a little concerned that there's a 3-year-old listening to us when
This
we
is true.
say a lot of things inappropriate. But at 3 years old, they probably don't understand.
They don't
It's not true.
understand.
It's all appropriate. Grab yourself a
Right.
beer.
Raising the
Let's
kids
do
right.
this.
That's all I'm saying.
At one point, she's probably in the backseat like, "Fucking brisket, daddy." I'm like,
Or she's like,
say that.
she's like, "Where's my beer for my beer review?"
How come you're
Sorry,
not
I don't
drinking
know.
while you're driving, Dad?
Jan says you should drink, daddy.
She's gonna roll up into freaking kindergarten. She was like, 92nd beer review.
Oh, she ain't gonna say that. She better not say
That's
that.
how you melt somebody's heart right there.
This is true though.
Like,
But we love it. Yeah.
God
Super
bless.
You
awesome.
like her yet? That's nice.
Awesome.
All right.
This is the time of the podcast where we're just like, kind of just like,
we have to announce it,
we gotta
James.
say the good.
No,
goodbyes.
I like James's transitions.
Yes.
Right? The
James
goodbyes. We gotta
James
say-
is our chapter
But
ender.
before we say goodbyes, we do have to give them the business.
We do have to give them the business, man.
there it is.
And everybody knows where to go. It's grabthebrisket.com. Man, you can find everything, all the swag, everything. And guys, right now there's a little special with the Dalstrong knives, man. Go there, go to their website, go into the code, put grab them in the brisket. You get a little discount there. Just go check out all the stuff, man. You can get to anything you want. The swag, the episodes, pictures of us, just content, man. Just go check it out. It is grabthebrisket.com.
Is the Dalstrom code? Is it grab the brisket or grab them in
Grab
the
them
brisket?
in the
the
brisket.
brisket.
Yep.
One word.
All one word.
One
Okay.
word.
Just want to clarify.
If you have any issues with it, send us a message to the website and I will help you out.
That is correct.
Yeah. But make sure you get that discount. And check out our Patreon.
This is true, too.
That is true. I've really enjoyed talking barbecue with you guys.
Peace.
Okay. This is your slogan now?
We talked a lot of barbecue today.
Jan, you have
listen.
a slogan. Come on.
It is. I'm not sure. I can't remember what it was, to be honest with you. But hey, thanks, guys. We've been great.
Yeah, no.
That's not your slogan.
Oh, okay. I got it here. Until we talk barbecue next time.
No, until we meet
Until we
again.
meet again.
Oh, okay. Damn it.
Until we meet, like MEAT. Okay.
Yes, I mean,
Thanks,
that's what we
everybody.
need to
We've been
copyright.
great.
Dang it, Bobby. Just grab the brisket. Or we would like to give a special thanks to FOGO Premium Hardwood Lump Charcoal, Bolner's Fiesta Spices, CoolieNation Custom Koozies, Cambro Manufacturing, Yeti Cooler, the Smoke Sheep Barbecue Newsletter, and Texas Brew Hopper. We appreciate their support. Y'all guys go check them out.